Okay, welcome to Stellaris with me, PMC 317. You may in the background hear the rantings of Sarah Strange, who has just discovered that there are people who believe that seatbelts are bad for you.
It's a lie, it has to be. There's no reason. That's just stupid.
I can't actually remember what I was doing last time I was playing this. I'm pretty sure that the Xaplo were not at war with us because we have a fleet big enough to keep them away from us. So building up the sort of civil society, I think. Yeah, sure. Just think. Seatbelts, bad for you. This is even better than life gain.
No, it's not. Life gain can people on a massive scale. This is stupid.
Okay, so accidental enormous amounts of laughter aside, I'm just going to take a quick stock of where we are and what I'm doing. So, we have 3 fleets plus the Federation fleet, although we probably need to be careful about that because the DAAR Nexus look unfavourably on us, as we have not declared war on the Xaplo as requested several times. We are still attempting to invest these systems here. That's Ipagara, Koval, Suth, Zimtari and Manthal. And we will slowly colonise these planets here, although we do need more starbase capacity before we do that, really. Okay, I just want to have a quick look at the Xaplo, who are not at war with anybody. They have a truce until 2344, until next month. So hopefully they'll go back to war with them. And at that point we can attack them. That's the plan anyway. The economy is a bit wobbly, I suspect, because yes, we cannot yet capacity overload, but we will be able to shortly. So as soon as we can do that, that should have a positive impact on the energy credits situation. Our fleets are doing pretty well as well, which is always good. Particularly Third Fleet, based up at Memaz, which should, in conjunction with the Ordinate Fleet, be enough to seize these systems here, and maybe even liberate some of these, but we'll see. So we are researching neutronium armour, some tile blockers, or clearers rather, and particle lancers. Okay, that's all good. I'm going to put the speed up a bit. So, given the amount of times I felt that we were in a situation where we were doomed and there was no chance of survival, I'm actually really impressed that we've managed to hold out for so long against the Xaplo. Although I do think that part of that is down to the AI not being aggressive enough. Although I'm not necessarily complaining about that. Right, what's happening on Elysia? More civilian industries, I think, or maybe an autothon monument. No, I think we'll get some more civilian industries. Okay. That's fine. The reason I'm looking for more civilian industries is that plus 13 isn't really enough in the long run. Hello people on chat, on stream. Good to have you here. Bit later than I normally stream, but such is life. So, we're now over 300 influence, so I'm going to enact the capacity overload and hope that that has a positive impact, at least bringing that down so it's a lower rate of loss, slower rate of loss rather. Yeah, there we go. So from 115, minus 115 to minus 37, that's good. Really the big issue is that we have been cut in half by the Xaplo at Talandra.
Construction complete.
Till I can construct things like gates, that's going to really scupper us, because it means that all of the trade from this section of the Empire, this section of the United Nation of Peoples territory, is not getting to the capital, which is Sol. So we're losing out on quite a bit of trade, which also has a negative impact on our consumer goods situation as well. They are not at war with anybody yet. Fleet power equivalent, technology level equivalent. Okay. So the real question then is there fleet power concentrated in two very large fleets, or is it split up into lots of little ones? Because if it's split into lots of little ones, that's going to be much easier to deal with. So what we're waiting for now is the inevitable declaration of war between the Theclac, or the Eldar, and the Xaplo. I mean, I'm surprised that they haven't gone to war with the Marish Divine Republic, to be honest. The tiny runt. I must admit, I'm very tempted to... yeah, see, if all of the fleets are 4,000 power or something like that, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And you can see here that that starbase here is not connected to the trade network. Yeah, I'm quite tempted to include that as a special video on my YouTube, just so that people understand what I'm talking about when I reference the seatbelts are bad for you. Question is, are we feeling aggressive enough to go to war? Yeah.
Construction complete.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm not sure what the issue is with the lip sync, but
research complete.
It's just not recording properly. Anyway, that's fine. Just don't look at my lips and you'll be fine. That's only a 3 to 4 second delay. Why is that an issue? Right. Tile blockers are useful. Terraforming, potentially. I think food processing. Let's go for some more tile clearers. And speaking of which, if we get rid of the toxic kelp, and on New Byzantium, it's a lot of toxic kelp, but I don't really want to do much about it because we're running low on energy credits. So, the main threat at the moment in any war is this system here, Bazkarat. It may be the case that once we seize these systems, we send the Federation fleet round to try and take sit in Bazkarat, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea necessarily. We shall see. We shall see. I am going to bring Third Fleet up to full strength as well. And it might be worth building some defence stations. Let's have a quick look and see what we have. We've got heavy. Can't believe we're still only level 3 railguns, but there we go. research, I think, if we just put ion disruptors on the medium stations. Yeah. Okay. So I think we will. I think we'll build some defense platforms. Two of each at Escala and Ublion to start with. And that will just help our fleets, our defense fleets. Okay. This is a mining world, and what do we want on here? We probably want more commercial zones, I think. And probably a couple more mining districts. Governor's leveled up, that's good. Now, how are the Xaplo doing? Theclac are equivalent to us, so it might be the case that the Xaplo feel hemmed in, that they can't actually successfully attack anybody. In which case, once we've finished building the defense platforms at Ublion and Escala, I think we'll declare war anyway, because I want to reconnect my territory. I'm going to have to sell some things because... So that will help with our energy credits a little bit. Gives us a longer time before it runs out. Okay. So at the moment, this period of the game, it's sort of the mid-game, the 2300s, so it's fairly stable. There's not a lot going on, apart from the occasional war. Realistically, if the Xaplo hadn't been so aggressive, we would be in a much better economic position, and a much more advanced technological position as well. But I think we've done all right, all things considered. We're still alive, for one thing, which is, I think, the most significant thing. Right, how are we getting on with the defense platforms? Let's go and have a look. So we've got 2 constructed, 2 heavy platforms, and we have 2 medium and 2 point defense yet to be made. Well, Governor seems to be approaching the limits of his abilities. The arrested development trait. Okay, well that's alright, that's not a problem. I'm not particularly fussed about that. So my eventual aim, in theory, is just to extend out to where I wanted to be at the beginning of the game. This will be easier through conquest than it will through the slow construction of starports, star bases and so on. Right, let's get rid of the toxic kelp on New Byzantium. And still no war. It's fine.
Research complete.
What have we researched this time? Xenohydraulic mastery, okay. Ship fire rate, that's quite a good one, I think. Gene tailoring is also good. Planetary capitals are good as well. I mean, increased administrative capacity is always good anyway, but I think we should probably go for the planetary capital. And get rid of the noxious swamps. this sector needs renaming.
Construction complete.
Okay. What was Mema's building? Oh, that's right. That means that Third Fleet is at full strength. With 3 battleships, 10 cruisers, 10 destroyers, and 20 corvettes. Is there any Prit stick by me? I don't think so. No, there's no Prit stick here, I'm afraid. Okay. What's left? How many left? That's the mediums being constructed there. Scholar is working on the point defense system stations. So if you look here now, the station is nearly 11k fleet power, which is great.
Construction complete.
That's exactly what we want. We want big, tough stations backed up by our fleets to prevent the enemy getting through. First and Second Fleet's main task is literally just to hold this line here. The bulk of the fighting will be done by Third Fleet and Ordnance. I'm really surprised that the Xaplo haven't gone to war with the Irish Divine Republic. Especially as they're inferior. I wonder what the reason for that is. Very odd. Very odd indeed. We have learnt a great deal by living in proximity of the wandering forests on New Byzantium. Some enterprising colonists have even built homes in the treetops of some of the larger specimens, following the forests around as they migrate across the moon. Some of the foremost biologists in the United Nation of Peoples have spent time studying these unique trees. Society research gained 350. That's not bad, I'm not going to say no to that. Nearly there. Our scholar's almost finished. If we are lucky, we might see it finish making that last one. Or maybe we've appeared too late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No.
Construction complete.
There we go. Sliding out under its own power. Good stuff. Okay, so just under 11,000 fleet power. We have a election underway, and fairly soon Oublion will have finished as well. And once Oublion's finished, it will be war, even unto the knife. And this will be the first war in the Xaplo Wars that we have attacked them.
Construction complete.
There we go. Right.
We have declared war because
Excellent.
some people have to learn the hard way.
Shall we send them down to there? And then through to there, and to there. Pause that for a second. Get Third Fleet moving to Sagatha as well. First Fleet down to there. And they need to go to passive, and they're going to go to Ascola. Okay. So now the task for Ordinate. Our planetary districts have expanded. Cool, we got some free unity, that's good. And we now have Lyuba Antonova is our leader. And energy economics. So we need to have plus 20 energy credits by the time she finishes her run as the first citizen. Okay. Let's watch what happens with the Federation fleet. Nope, you need to be aggressive. And you absolutely need to attack this system.
Battling aggressor station.
Is Third Fleet aggressive? Yes, good. Okay. Excellent. Talandra has returned to our holding. Superb. As you can see, we're now on minus 108 because our fleets are no longer at anchor. Wonder what DAAR Nexus fleets are doing. They're not doing anything, as per normal. So look here, we have the first Husk Squadron, Jaxtok Husk Squadron, and so on, and they are very small.
Battle commenced.
Let's have a look at this. Normal speed. Superb, excellent, good. Okay. Now we need a science ship with a scientist in it. You'll do. You are going to experimental subspace navigation. Brilliantly, it looks as though the Xaplo are just going to throw small fleets at us, which we can take apart piecemeal. That's superb. So what we really want here is we want them to go and orbit the starbase. The scissors that you bought. I think they're down there. They're not here. I've got them. Have you got them? Oh, cool. Okay, that's alright. Okay. So, part one of the plan is working fine. Once Ordinate joins up with the Third Fleet, we'll then push them this way. Ordinate is in combat again. That's absolutely fine. Okay.
Construction complete.
New Byzantium has finished building things. That's also okay. Ah, right. So on here,
Aggressors spotted.
it's tempting to put a planetary shield on, but actually I don't think that's necessary. I think what's going to be better is if we put an energy grid into Sol and then we set about slowly replacing things like these civilian industries with research labs, and the alloy megaforges with research labs, specialising the world. Okay, so that's 554, 971, these are all less than 1,000 fleet power. The key is, are they able to repair? Are they repairing? So if you look here, that's what they sent in. They've sent a cruiser, I think, and yep, a cruiser and a corvette, which managed to jump out, but And where's Ordnance? Ordnance on the way as well. Okay, so we've managed to retake this section of territory, which is good. Now the next step is to push this way. We probably want to take and hold Xempek, and then use one of the fleets to seize all of these territories here.
Aggressors spotted.
Okay. The Admiral's leveled up, and now we have 2 fleets here. And are they moving? They are moving. So as soon as this fleet comes in, I think we'll send Ordnance that way.
Aggressors spotted.
And third fleet can go that way. In fact, I wonder if we can use Ordnance in combat. Yeah, see, they jumped in before we could get out of the system. That's okay. So we want Ordnance to keep moving that way. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to use exotic gases for shield boost and volatile reactive armor. Okay. Now we're going to put third fleet in there. This is brilliant. For the first time since I encountered the Xaplo, I actually feel like I'm capable of taking the fight to them and winning, which is an incredible feeling, really. Okay, we're going to send third fleet to Xempek. And we will send Ordnance up to Merzam. Hello. Okay. Hopefully the DAAR Nexus have built a station at Sagathia, so we could, if necessary, fall back and guard that. Ah, look, so they have a 6,000 power fleet here. So what we'll do is we'll sit at Merzam and Xempek for the time being and see what they're going to do with this. Because that's 6, 7, that's effectively 9,000 fleet power. So between third fleet and Ordnance we could engage this system and win. But I would be concerned. Probably worth. Okay, we've lost a destroyer, but that's fine.
Research complete.
Okay, what have we researched? Neutronium armor, excellent. Okay, we probably want crystal mines to exploit that resource. Okay. So now, enter orbit there, and if they enter orbit here, the issue we now have is that the... here we go. I'm hoping that the Xaplo send their fleets in piecemeal. Ordnance fully repaired, so that's good. reinforce 3rd Fleet. Okay. Yeah. What size of fleet is that? That is 8,000. And that is another... What size fleet is that? Okay. Fairly
Research
confident
complete.
in saying that we can now attack there. Yeah. Okay, so we want to... faction influence gain is probably good. Influence is always important, always useful. Okay. Actually, do we want to do that? Let's have a think. So here we have... Actually, if we attack with... But oh no, we can't go that way, can we? But can we go that way? Okay. What we'll do is we'll bring 3rd Fleet up to Merzam and then use Ordnate and
Construction complete.
Merzam together, Ordnate and 3rd Fleet together to attack here. So that they're already trying to push into the DAAR Nexus.
Construction complete.
Okay.
Construction complete.
So 3rd Fleet's jumping across now, and once they get to Merzam and repair, once they're repaired and back at full strength, we will push them. Yeah, look, there we go. Should probably push them out now, to be honest. Energy credits run out in 12 months, eh? Okay, well, let's sell some stuff and make sure they don't. What should we sell? We could sell that, some alloy. Risky when you're at war, but... So they're repairing. That's fine. Once they are repaired, we will then get them moving to Xenocon. And they're nearly there. Actually, while we're waiting, I'll just quickly nip over to the ship designer and give everybody level 5 armour. Because this way we can improve 1st and 2nd fleets, whilst 3rd Fleet is fighting. Okay. And probably worth upgrading the defense platforms as well. Okay. So what are we doing? 96%. Okay. 98%. 99%. %. Let's go. Okay. So that is 22,000 fleet power basically against just under 10,000. That should be enough. And then once we've finished here, we can come down and take Xaplo. Okay, what fleet was that? That is Ordnate in the first wave. Let's have a look at this battle. Oh, actually, just before we do that, which track are we on? Ah, yes. Okay, so we're on Creative Collective. Standard construction template is what we want next. Buildings and districts have their build cost reduced by 10% and their build speed increased by 25%. Yes. The next one will be Public Works Division, so extra housing, which is very useful. And then we can take some more Ascension perks, possibly Habitat or something like that, but we'll see. Okay, where's their fleet? Ah, their fleet has just disappeared. So their fleet has gone down that way. They have outmaneuvered us ever so slightly. Now, if we destroy the station, then we can push down and hopefully trap them at Xaplo. Okay, to Xaplo. So the Archimedes has arrived to research all the battlefield debris. So they've retaken Xaplo and are now coming back up this way, I think. So it might actually be worth just sitting in Xenocon here and ambush them when they arrive. Yep, that's what's the best option. Okay. Here we go. Are they about to come out? No, they're coming through. They're fleeing, so I want to send them down that way. Absolutely, we want to do that. In fact, what we'll do is we'll send Ordnate over there. Because I believe that... Yeah, excellent. Caught them. I hope we've caught them anyway. Because this is a serious chunk of their fleet. And if we can engage them in combat... Yes, excellent. Third Fleet's taking a fair bit of damage, as I suspected they would.
Preserved.
But... Okay, plasma throwers, physics research and engineering research, that's good. But we are absolutely winning this fight. Good. Yeah, so we destroyed 10 corvettes, 6 cruisers and 5 destroyers for the loss of 4 corvettes, 1 destroyer and 1 cruiser. So we will reinforce the fleet again. Ordnate is going to go over to there. 4th fleet is going down here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have 3rd Fleet sit at Zempek and defend it. I do not have any invasion transport fleets, so I'm hoping that the DAAR Nexus will deal with that. Interesting. I just sort of sat there. Destroyer and a cruiser. Okay. Go there, then to there, then to there.
Salvage preserved.
Okay, so you can see here that the Xaplo are pushing this way. And annoyingly, the DAAR Nexus fleet is just doing what it normally does and sitting there not doing anything.
Construction complete.
Eden is running out of housing. Okay, upgrade that. That will get us some housing. However, we do have Boundless coming over this way, which is good. They need to merge. Okay. Now, the question is, do we risk it and push 2nd Fleet out to try and take Mintaka and Boro Baba? Because in order to secure this flank, we need to take down to Revak and, as I was talking last time, Karazit, or potentially Inessa. Ialam would be better. It's doable. Let's try it. We'll go and upgrade the fleets first. I might be biting off more than we can chew here, but I don't think so.
Preserved.
Excellent. More research on plasma throwers, more physics and engineering research points. That's good. New Byzantium is going to get a... Actually, it needs some amenities. It's going to get a Hollow Theatre. And it's short on housing too, so another city district, I think.
Construction complete.
Okay, so 3rd Fleet is being reinforced, which is excellent. So I'm going to move them down to... we can't move them down to Fangnao just yet. We have to wait until the FTL inhibitor has been dealt with. New Canister is up as well, that's good. I think again, commercial zone's probably important. Okay, do we have... Okay, excellent. We only have FTL inhibitors on the station here, so that's good. A single cruiser, it's not enough. That was never going to be enough. Who's died? Torbert. Nick. Right, okay, so we're out of... Pause, please, thank you. We need a engineering type scientist. Grib, perhaps? Or... Yeah, Grib. You'll do. Okay, so...
Construction complete.
Now what we want to do is go here, like this.
Salvage preserved.
Good. More plasma throwers, physics and engineering research. Excellent. And then as soon as these are upgraded, we can push out. Oh, hello people on stream. I hope you're enjoying the game. Please do chat in the chat. I do keep an eye on it from time to time. And it's nice to talk to people. Okay, citadels. Minerals and miners, also important. Alloy nanoplants. Engineering research. I think we're going to go for engineering research because our research is woefully low. And it won't take long to get hold of that technology, so. The Federation fleet has been extremely useful. We wouldn't have been able to achieve half of this without the Federation fleet, so that's excellent stuff. And what we do need to do, though, is ensure that we destroy every single enemy ship in here. Okay, excellent, good. And then once you've done that, you take merging the third fleet. You should probably go and repair, actually, while you can. 4 people on stream. Hello, everybody on stream. I hope you're enjoying the game. The Evandari Directorate have made peace with the Theclax supremacy, so there was a war going on that I wasn't aware of. You've no idea what's happening, but lovely to see you. Hello, yes. Well, good to see you too. I hope you enjoy. Basically what's going on at the moment is, this is us, we are the United Nation of Peoples. We are at war with the Xaplo Annihilators, who are these hideous xenocidal space shrimp. And what we're attempting to do is not lose, because what they want to do is kill everybody in the galaxy. At the moment what we're doing is we're fighting a sort of liberation war to try and retake territory that was our allies, and then we're also going to push out and take some territory up here to secure our core space better. I hope that made sense. Maybe it didn't. But anyway, that's roughly what's going on. Okay. I wonder if there's a...
Salvage preserved.
No, there's no battle going on there. I thought there was an army here. Maybe there's not. Plasma thrower, physics research and engineering research progress all done. That's excellent. Right, well in that case you can now experimentally subspace navigate all the way back over there. Wonder if they are... Yeah, they're just bombing it. Okay, that's fine. Right, so our allies, the DAAR Nexus, are bombing this world here in an attempt to get rid of the FTL inhibitor. It'd be good if they could do that. Okay. Let's go there. And meanwhile, first and second fleet are upgrading still, which is good. In terms of war exhaustion, the Xaplo have definitely come off worse. I'm not going to settle status quo. We absolutely want to end threat. Or at the very least, do as much territorial acquisition, seize as much territory from them as we possibly can. Although I don't have much longer in this particular stream, this particular playthrough session. About another 10 minutes or so, so I'll just hike the speed up a bit. He says pausing the game.
Construction complete.
Okay. Okay, here come the transport fleets, I think. Yeah. Okay. So that is a cruiser. They're really struggling. Okay,
Construction
good.
complete.
Eden is finished, which means... Okay. Where are they going? Nope, 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 attack that, attack that. Good, we stopped them from fleeing. Which means we can now... Excellent. Hello everybody on stream. Every time I look up there's people on stream, which is good. That's not what I was meant to say.
Ships upgraded.
Different number of people on stream. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. I can speak English. Honestly, I can.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, good. So that's first and second fleet upgraded, which means we can now attempt to try and retake some of this territory here. I have absolutely no idea if they'll be able to seize that without the Xaplo attacking them, but we'll have a look. As for the Ordnance fleet... Okay. Recycling campaign has expired. Yeah, I do believe we do want that, which means we're going to have to sell some more stuff. But that's okay. Sell some of our consumer goods as well. Right, so we don't need to worry about running out of energy credits anytime soon, despite the fact that we're in the red and losing money each month or losing energy each month. That's absolutely not an issue. And I think... Why on earth... Oh, they haven't destroyed the fortress yet. I think that they're actually going to... No, they're not. Third fleet sitting there, twiddling their fingers. Twiddling their fingers, twiddling their thumbs. Okay, Conistera is going to get... Ooh, crystal mine maybe? No, gene clinic. Okay. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay.
Construction complete.
New Byzantium has finished its queue, that's fine. Ah, we've just found some of the enemy fleets. Where are they going? Going that way. If necessary, we can always withdraw to Oublion. And Escola and Oublion themselves are pretty tough nuts to crack, which is really good, because it gives me a sense of security in doing this. Aha. Yes, good, excellent. Oh, that's a pretty cool little picture. Mechanized Assault Force Hunter Killer Army. Right, okay. Well, fairly soon they'll win that battle. Yeah, there we go. Which means 3rd Fleet can push on out and start taking these systems as well. The living state. The Empire lives, the Empire breathes. We may make up its body, but it is not for the left hand to know what the right hand is doing. Fleet command limit probably be good, because we can get some more corvettes in each fleet. So, system capital complex also good, because it's extra housing. More amenities and more jobs. I think fleet command limit to start with. Okay. Good stuff. They didn't even... They took the system and didn't even do anything with it. Okay. So what's interesting here is we have a... We're just about to bump into effectively 5,000 strong fleet with 1st Fleet.
Aggressors spotted.
It might be worth just sitting on Rivak. Not sure. Not sure. Okay. Who's died? A scientist has died. Ah, okay, we need a... Does use Hask BIM? Yes. Okay. So your orders,
complete.
should you choose to accept them, are to destroy that.
Aggressors spotted.
Menchib and
Construction
Rundor. Okay.
complete.
I think they are responding now. Yeah. There is Rundor. But that's okay, because it's tiny compared to what we have. Ah, generator world. Okay, we'll put another gene clinic on and another on there. Yeah, we'll get rid of those as well. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit on Rivak. With 1st Fleet. And we will hold Rivak. So that is... Can't do anything. Okay. Admiral gains trait. Following his recent sensor sweep of the Ego-Wyke system, Admiral Hask Zamek has learnt how to deploy his units to maximise their sensor range. Few fleet commanders possess the skill to carry out such complex manoeuvres. Good. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to worry about these so much. 3rd Fleet is busy 3rd Fleeting. The Ordnate Fleet has taken all of this stuff, which is good, and we'll push Ordnate out that way, I think. Hello. So suddenly everything has stopped. This is because this playthrough, this session, ended up being nearly 2 hours long, which is a bit longer than it should have been. So I've split it into 2 parts, and what you've just watched is the first part. Next week, the second part will go up. So I hope you've enjoyed this first bit. Do, as always, leave a like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. And I will see you all tomorrow for some Darkest Dungeon. Thank you very much, and have a lovely day.